Hey guys, I'm getting a lot of questions on my my setup. Different questions for different kinds of setups. So I just finished one of my videos and I thought I would just look around and give you a quick lowdown on what I've got here. So I'm not going to get into the production of the videos. That's crazy and I'm still trying to figure all that out. And I've realized I've got to update some of my recording gear, some of my interface, things like that. So I'm working on that. But a lot of you guys are interested in what kind of, what kind of practice setup I have. I'm in a noisy house. We've got, I have to run people and animals out of the house to do these. So I like to rehearse in my ears. So that's the way I've got it set up, and it's really, it's really friendly. If you live in an apartment, or you as well, you've got a noisy house, or you're in your room, or whatever, and you need the quiet. And plus, when I'm in my earphones, I hear things a lot better. If I'm picking things apart, or if I'm recording, if I'm doing our own stuff, recording demos. Of course, I'm going to be in my ears there, but if I'm just rehearsing, say I'm picking out a song that you guys requested, I'm going to be at this setup practicing. I like to pull up, YouTube videos. I'll pull up, TrueFire. I'm a member of that. Continuing ed as a guitar player is really important. So, I'll go do styles that I'm not familiar with just to shake things up a bit in my brain, but I digress. So what I've got, I really don't, I've got two monitors here. I don't really use those a lot for rehearsing. I don't use these for rehearsing. That's if I'm doing demo mix downs or recording. I won't record with those, but I will listen back and kind of mess with that. But behind the computer, this is my Kemper, my rack mount powered Kemper profiler. Everybody's asking what kind of tones do I have on my electric rig, and that's what it is. It's the Kemper profiler. If you're not familiar with it, go to Google and YouTube and it'll blow your mind. The first one I ever saw was Chris Anderson with the Outlaws. We've done a bunch of shows with the Outlaws, and Chris, back when Chris was with the band, I was like, oh my God, what is that killer tone he's got? He's playing through a 412, and he had the toaster version of this. I was like, dude, what have you got? And he showed it to me, and I was sold. And then when I had the money, I got one. I did choose to get a rack mount because I can quickly, it travels easy under the bus. It goes in a rack. Jerry and I both have one, so we'll put them both in a shock mount case, and then it's real easy to pop out and bring home. I've got a little rack. I just put it in there and bring it home, so it's really mobile. If you're not mobile, you just want to use it in the studio or whatever, get the toaster. If you play live a lot and you want everything on the floor, they've got a live version with all the stuff on the floor, and basically this in a pedal form. But I do have the pedal, and I'll show you that. You can set it up any way you want. That's the beautiful thing about the this Kemper profiler. Depending on how you think, how you're wired, and how you do things, there's a million different ways to do it. So the way I've got mine set up is I have the left pedal, all expression pedals, set up as a wah pedal. I've got the main bank right here, and that's the remote, and I can change channels. I've got my pedal board is here that I build several pedal boards within the profiler, and I can call up pedal boards for different performances. Pretty cool. The next pedal over is an expression pedal. The profiler that's a whole nother video. I'll do a video on my setup, specific setup with the Kemper. It's insane, but I've got an expression pedal there, an expression pedal here. The one on the right is the volume, and the green pedal is what I use a lot of times on solos. So if it's in heel position, it'll basically my rhythm volume mix, and then as I go as I go to toe position, I can make it do what I want. So depending on the performance, typically I like to boost my mids on solos and boost the gain just a tad bit, because I play with the roll off. So I like a little heavier gain, but then roll my guitar off. It's a tone thing. Ed did that a lot, and he taught me that. So I go a little heavier on the gain and heavier on the mid range and on the volume itself. So that boosts my solos and really makes them come out of the mix. But we've got a really good front house guy, so depend on him as well. But I just like to do that. So there's my Kemper, which runs into, well, my computer. I've got the audio out on my computer, and I do all this. Everything runs through a mixer. And this is a Mackie Pro FX 8 version 2. Mackie Pro FX 8 version 2. I can run my computer into the stereo in, and then I've got 4 Canon inputs, and then each input also has a 1/4 inch. So if I want to plug my acoustic straight in or whatever. So I plug everything through the small mixer, it just fits right on my desk, and then my headphones come out of the mixer. Voila, man, I've got my electric guitar, I've got the music that I'm working with, I've got plugged my acoustic guitar in, and that's really all you need, you know. I'd say get a small mixer and run everything through it, and just do your headphones through the mixer, and you're done. You know, you don't have to fool with live amps, and you can block everybody out, all the noise out, and get what you need done. But I think that's about it. I got a couple of other things. Our front house guy loaned me this this preamp, and it sounds really good. I just did my first video, Every Mother's Son. I was using this preamp that the guitar just plugs straight in. Many times I'll do, when I'm recording acoustic guitar, I'll actually set up AKGs or really nice Rhodes, you know, get the stereo effect and all that. I'm playing with all that, but I have found that it's a bit challenging to do all that and have really good separation in audio. I'm updating my audio box. I use PreSonus equipment, PreSonus Studio One for my recording gear, and I've got the little 2-channel interface, which now I have absolutely outgrown. It's driving me crazy. So that should be in hopefully in the next few days. The other thing I have purchased that I really love is this the Zoom H4n Pro. Man, this thing is so cool. That's the way I've been recording, as I put everything through the mixer. I run stereo out of the mixer into the Zoom, and run in stereo. And I've also, when I was at the beach, I did, gosh, what did I do at the beach? An acoustic song. I don't remember. Maybe Curtis Lowe. Anyway, it's got the stereo mics on it, so it's a multi-track. It's got the stereo mics, it's got the Canon plugs, it's got 1/4 inch ends. One of the greatest tools I've got. And then of course I've got my in-ears, and I've also got I've got the Bose 35 noise cancelings that I love. I'll stick those on if I really need to. Well, this blocks everything out too, so depends on if I want in-ear or around my ear. But that's really it. I use MacBook Pro for my computer, which I love. I haven't had to deal with viruses since I drank that Kool-Aid. My machines have always run smooth. I run external hard drives. But that's really it. Pretty simple, actually. So maybe that answers your question on my rehearsal setup. But I'll do another one on my Kemper and profiles. That's a whole different ball game. And maybe some on production too later. So anyway, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.